Hello, dear students. Good morning. As we are discussing, as we are discussing, we have discussed about the cancer. What is the meaning of the cancer? What is the difference between the cancer in terms cancer, tumor, and neoplasm? We have classified anti-cancer drug into the different categories like anti-metabolites, alkylating agents, antibiotics, plant products, miscellaneous products, hormones, and new immunotherapy. Also, we have discussed about antimetabolites. In the antimetabolic category, methotrexate, that's the antifolate category drug, 6-mercaptopurine, thioguanine, cytarabine, 5-fluorouracils, and dacarbazine. So that we have discussed in detail in the previous video. Also, we have discussed about alkylating agents. Alkylating agents that can alkylate to the DNA RNA. So the miclorethamine, thiotepa, clombustil, malphalan, carmustine and lomustine, that is nitrosourea, cyclophosphamide that we have discussed previously. Now we are discussing our today we are going to discuss about another category of the anti-cancer drug, that is antibiotics. So look at it, the antibiotics. What do you mean by the antibiotics? Antibiotics means any plant product, any product, any substance that can be obtained from microbes and may be used to inhibit, to kill the microbes in general. Here we can discuss about the antibiotic. Some antibiotic may also use in the treatment of the cancer, and two antibiotics that is in this category, there is dactinomycin and doxorubicin. Dactinomycin and doxorubicin, these two important antibiotics that may be used in the treatment of cancer. Dactinomycin, that is also called as actinomycin D is a dactinomycin, and this dactinomycin antibiotic, especially dactinomycin and denorubicin, both antibiotic that may inhibit topoisomerase second. Topoisomerase second is the enzyme that is responsible for DNA synthesis. So these antibiotics, they may inhibit the you can say DNA synthesis in the cancerous cells and may be very much effective. Dactinomycin or donorubicin, they all are a complex structure, having complex structure antibiotics, so we are not discussing its chemistry here. Another important thing is the side effects. Donorubicin have a cardiotoxic side effects. It's a cardiac toxicity, it has cardiotoxicity. So that is about the side effects of antibiotics. So two antibiotics, dactinomycin or donorubicin, are used as a anti-cancer drug. Next we are discussing another section. Now This is the plant product. Fourth category, in the plant product, we can say means plant products are the means drugs which can be used, which can be obtained from plants and may be used as an anti-cancer drug. And in this category, we can look at here the vincristine and vinblastine. These are the two alkaloids. They are the alkaloid in nature. Two alkaloids that we can use here. And this vincristine and vinblastine, they are obtained from the species, the plant name. The plant is the Catharanthus rojas. Catharanthus rojas, important plant from where these, you can say, alkaloids or plant products vincristine and vinblastine may be obtained. And these vincristine and vinblastine, that is alkaloid in nature, and we both are used in the treatment of cancer. We can understood here the meaning of the alkaloids, that alkaloids, they are basic in nature, obtained from plant, and should contain at least one nitrogen in their structure, in their cyclic structure, that are called as alkaloids. Another alkaloids, another you can say anti-cancer drug that may be used here, colchicine. Colchicine again a alkaloid, and it is obtained from Colchicum altumum. And this Colchicum altumum, that is a source for the colchicine, and the structure of the Colchicum altumum, that is a colchicine. It is a 6 rings fused together, and a 7-membered ring and 5-membered is a saturated ring, and one in the benzene nucleus fused together, and multi methoxy groups. Look at here, 3 methoxy groups and 1 amido group, NHCOCH3 group that is present over there. Ketonic group is there. So this is the colchicine, and you know the colchicine is also you may use as an anti-cancer drug as well as in the treatment of the gout, that you might be know about. Next, we can say another plant product that we can say the podophyllitoxin. Podophyllitoxin, that is obtained from Podophyllum peltatum. Podophyllum peltatum. Again, it's a podophyllitoxin is a alkaloids. So podophyllitoxin, that is obtained from Podophyllum peltatum. Another, some glycosides or glycosidal nature, that is again it's a mitramycin. It's a glycosidic nature, and it's come under the antibiotic. So somewhere it is classified as a antibiotic. So it is obtained from Streptomyces aeruginosus. So dear students, these are the classifications about you can say, first we have discussed about antibiotics, dactynomycin and actinomycin, daunorubicin. Plant products, colchicines, vincristine, vinblastine. Vincristine, vinblastine obtained from the Catharanthus rojas. Colchicine obtained from the Colchicum altumum, and podophyllitoxins, the alkaloids obtained from the Podophyllum peltatum. And another is again is a antibiotic category, is mitramycin as a glycoside obtained from Streptomyces aeruginosus. Another that classification, another classification that we have discussed about miscellaneous compound. Miscellaneous compound is a like cisplatin, that is a platinum containing a compound. It's contain the platinum in their structure, and the cis form, the trans form is not used, but cis form of the platinine is the platinum containing you can say diamino hydrochlorides, dihydrochlorides. So this is a compound that is used in the treatment of the cancer, cisplatin. Hydroxyurea, it's a not urea, it's a hydroxyurea, hydroxyl groups at the position of the NH positions. So hydroxyurea is also used as an anti-cancer drug in the miscellaneous category. Next we can say another things, there is hormone category, that adenocorticoids. In the adrenocorticoid category, we can say first hormone, you can say that's menagestrol, another is mitoten, another is there is testosterone. So these, what is the mean by the hormones? So these hormones, they are used basically for the treatment of the cancer, which are induced by the hormonal deficiency or hormonal changes in our body. So the hormones can be used as, especially they are the corticoids. All should be the corticoids, and these corticoids hormone, that may be the glucocorticoid, melanocorticoid, as well as the some sex hormone as well, like menagestrol. Menagestrol is a derivative of the estrogen, or estrogen category, you can say estrogen hormones. And testosterone is a derivative of the testosterone, you can say, and androgen hormones. And mitoten is a non-steroidal hormone. Mitoten is non-steroidal hormone. So look at here the structure, that megestrol having a cyclopentane per hydrophenone 3 nucleus, means it's a steroid, and it contain ketonic group position number 3. Look at there, 1, this 2, this 3 and 4. So you know the structure, the numbering of the heterocyclic, there is steroid nucleus is fixed. So 3 position ketonic groups, 4 position double bond, and 5 and 6 position there is the ketonic double bonds and methyl groups at the 6th position, methyl groups, as well as 17 positions. Look at here at the 17 positions, there is a this is acetoxy group and acetyl groups. Acetoxy groups, there is with the alpha bond, and acetyl groups at position number 17. So this is the megestrol, and megestrol is used as an anti-cancer drug, as a hormone. Mitoten is a non-steroidal hormones, because cyclopentane for hydrophenone 3 nucleus is not there. And look at here, it's a ethylene derivative, dichloroethylene derivative, and ethylene positions the 2 phenyl groups substituted, and 1 benzene, there is the para position para-chloro, and as a 2 chloro positions. So this is the methylene groups, and dichloromethylene, because the dichloro group is attached here, dichloromethylene group. So mitoten, it's a you can say non-steroidal hormone. And another is testosterone lactone, and testosterone lactone is a steroidal nucleus, but its last ring, that is a 5-membered ring, and the lactone means oxygen and ketone groups. This lactone is formed here, so lactonic group is formed here, and this is not structure resemble to the testosterone, but it's a you can say steroidal nucleus, and testosterone lactone it is known as. So these hormones, basically they are used in the treatment of the cancer, especially the cancer that is induced by deficiency, or you can say excess of steroidal hormones in our body. So the hormonal imbalance, due to the hormonal imbalance, some cancer may cause, like breast cancer, like ovary cancer. These are the some cancers that is maybe developed maybe due to the imbalance, due to the hormonal imbalance, you can say. And due to this hormonal imbalance, these cancerous point the things that is obtained, and this way this may be you can say cleared. This may be you can say you can we can understand this way, we can learn about these things about by using this steroidal hormone. So look at here, another last category of you can say anti-cancer drug, that is immunotherapy. As I have discussed with you that immunotherapy that may be used in the treatment of the cancer, and especially as we know that if for our immunity, what are the important things that are responsible for immunity? That is immunoglobulins, and that is our immunity part play important role, immunoglobulins and interferons. So immunoglobulins, they are Igs, immunoglobulin Ig, and there are different types of immunoglobulins: immunoglobulin G, immunoglobulin A, immunoglobulin M, immunoglobulin D, immunoglobulin E. So these immunoglobulins, this is called as G, A, M, D, E. These are called as immunoglobulin Ig, immunoglobulin GAMD. Basically, you can say GAMD, it is a immunoglobulin. So these immunoglobulins may be used. They are immunoglobulins and they are important. They are present in our body and play the important role into the as a immunity booster or as a immunity. But here look up this point, that is about the immunoglobulins. But immunoglobulins, they are not you can say used here as a treatment of the cancer. And immunotherapy, the interferon that is used. So what is the meaning of interferon? Interferon are a class of small protein produced and released by the cell that have been invaded by a virus. So what do you mean by this? Means they are the proteinous nature, small proteins, and that are released by our cell when extra particle or any virus or anything that is invaded in our body, then in the cell that is synthesized and release the some proteinous part that is called as interferon. And the interferon signal non-infected cells to rearrange their internal machinery into a form that inhibit production of a virus. So this basically what happened, this interferon, they are used into the treatment of viral infections, and these interferon also used in the treatment of the cancer as well, because similarly the cancer virus, their immunity is not identified as a viral cell. In our body also cancerous cell or cancerous stimuli or cancerous cells is not identified for our immunity. So that's why this interferon that may be helpful in the treatment of viral infections as well as cancer or in the cancerous cells. So dear students, that is about anti-cancer drug that we have discussed here. I hope you might be understood, you might be going to get the point. If any things you want to ask, you may ask through my channel, or you can say in our video lecture. So today that we have discussed about the classifications of anti-cancer drug. I'm again going to revise as a whole anti-cancer drug classifications. That anti-cancer drug, that is here, the drugs which are used in treatment of the cancer, we can classify them antimetabolites, alkylating agents, antibiotics, plant product, miscellaneous product, hormone, and immunotherapy. In the antimetabolites that we have discussed previously, the drugs which we can say antagonize to the antimetabolite that are synthesized in our body, basically like DNA, RNA. So methotrexate, that is a pteridine derivative, and pteridine nucleus here, and one is the there is GABA, gamma aminobutyric acids, then glutamic acid. So this is the methotrexate. Antifolate, this inhibit the dihydrofolate reductase, conversion of dihydrofolate into the tetrahydrofolate. So DNA synthesis inhibited. 6-mercaptopurine have the structure similar like the hypoxanthine or purine, and the inhibition of the cell DNA synthesis. 6-thioguanine, derivative of just similar like structure similar like the guanidine, and cytarabine, structure similar like thymidine, and fluorouracil, 5-fluorouracil, structure similar like uracil, and inhibit the thymidine synthetase, and dacarbazine, that is structure similar like 5-amino imidazole 4-carboxamide, and this carboxamide is important for the synthesis of inosinic acid, that is used for the synthesis of DNA. These are antimetabolites, alkylating agents. Alkylating agents are which can alkylate our DNA or RNA, inhibit the DNA RNA in the cancerous cells. Meclorthamine, thiotepa, clombucil, that is nitrogen mustards, malphalan, phenylalanine mustards, carmustine and lomustine, that is nitrosoureas, cyclophosphomides. Okay, so these all are alkylating agents. They release the ethylene group, CH2CH2 group. Look at here, CH2CH2 group is there. So this is CH2CH2 group, may alkylate the, you can say, DNA RNA. Then today we have discussed another category, antibiotics, the dactylomycin and donorubicin. Plant products like colchicine, that is also used in the goat, and is obtained from Colchicum altumum. Its alkaloid structure is there. Vincristine, vinblastine, alkaloids obtained from the Catharus roses. Podophyllitoxins, its alkaloids obtained from the Podophyllum peltamum. Glycosides like mitramycins obtained from the Streptomyces argillaceus, and it's also categorized into the some authors also categorize this glycoside into category of antibiotics, mitramycin. Some miscellaneous compound like there is cisplatin and hydroxyurea. Hormones that we have discussed mainly the hydrocortisones, mestrol, mitotane, and testosterone. And the mitotone is the non-steroidal hormones, and testosterone and you can say testosterone is derivative of the androgens, and progesterone is derivative of the estrogens, and both are used hormones. Basically they are used for the treatment of the cancer. It is induced by the hormonal deficiency and hormonal imbalance. And last one, that is the immunotherapy. It is like interferon. Interferon is small proteins that is obtained, that is synthesized by the cell by the own cell due to the some external stimuli like virus, some environmental changes, and these are the cause of you can say cancer also. So these drugs may be used here in the treatment of the cancer. So that is all about today about the anti-cancer drugs, and next video we will discuss about next class and next video we will discuss about the synthesis part as well as remaining things of the anti-cancer drug. So that is I have concluded all as a revision part and for the anti-cancer drug. So, I hope you might have understood. Thanks for today. Thank you very much.